All right, we're going to get right to it. Couple of quick announcements. The deadline to sign up for the Fitme Washington event is approaching. So I'm going to put the link in the chat box. Deadline's October 4th, so you have a little bit of time, but not too much time. So if you plan to come to Washington, please sign up. Or if you know somebody that should be coming to Washington, send them the link. Other announcement is that everybody in Fitme this week is getting access to the app. So if you came to Maryland weekend event, you already have access, but everyone else is getting access this week, which is super, super exciting. Brooke is, if you haven't met Brooke before, which most of you guys have, but you may have only met her during your like first week or so with Fitme. But if you haven't talked to Brooke before, Brooke is kind of our app expert. And as our Fitme client service manager, if you have problems or you're like, I'm super confused, I don't know how to download it onto my watch or onto my phone, like what's going on. If you run into any hangups, Brooke is here for you. So don't stay stuck for long. That's my rule for you. Like if you get stumped, don't stay stuck. Reach out to Brooke. She will help you out because once it's set up, it's super, super easy to use. And you get to say goodbye to your Google Sheets tracker if you want to. You will not need that Google Sheets tracker anymore. And there's so many more things you can do with the app that we couldn't do with Google Sheets. So we are excited for all of you guys to have access to that and use that as a tool and a resource to encourage each other, to communicate with your coach, like all of the good things. So super excited. Plan to see those. What's going to happen is you're going to get an email and it's going to say like, here's your login and access to the Fitme app. You'll go to either the Apple or the Android store, whatever phone that you have, Google or Apple, and you'll actually download the app Fitme Nutrition. You'll see the logo, the little Fitme silhouette with the butterfly, and you'll download that. You'll know it's the right one. Fitme is one word, then there's a space, then nutrition. So Fitme and then nutrition is the name of the app. So you can download that app, but you won't be able to log in until you have been set up. So expect for that on Tuesday. Any app questions? We're going to have some tutorial videos, like just some best practices and stuff, but does anybody have any general app questions that I can answer?
Do you think there ever be an option to track one Fitme plate at a time rather than two?
I can do that right now, Cindy. That is easy. We can do it.
I was like, because I don't always hit two. And it's I guess a unicorn day if you hit three. But sometimes I'm like, I want to celebrate that I did one.
I think that's a perfect place to start. So you guys will see that sort of like we apply 2 Fitme plates, 30 minutes of intentional movement, and hitting your water targets are kind of like the default settings we'll put for everybody. But if you have something specific that you are working on with your coach, or you need to adjust one of those, like Cindy just asked, which I love that question, it is so simple for us to adjust that for you. And we can change it to shooting for 1 Fitme plate a day. So that way you can check that box off. Maybe you're shooting to get a specific amount of steps. We can put that in there. Maybe you're shooting for putting your phone away before bedtime or something like that. Like it doesn't even have to be a movement or a food thing. It could be a self-care thing or an organization thing. So say, for example, you want to do strength training 3 days a week and you need a prompt to do that. We can put that in your app for you. And so it'll say, strength training. It's Tuesday. It's time for strength training. We can also have it prompt for you to go grocery shopping. I mean, we can program habits based on the day. So all you have to do is ask, and your coach can set that up for you. So really good question. Any other app questions? You will have some, no doubt about it. So don't hesitate to reach out to Brooke. And Katie Kreider's also like fully into like figuring out all the coolest features of the app. And so I'm sure she'll be sharing like some best practices with us too, because she showed me stuff that I didn't even know. And she was on for 5 minutes. So she's freaking awesome. All right. You know what else is exciting about the app, by the way, is that these calls are going to come to you via the app with the prompt. So you're going to start getting messages on Monday morning with like, hey, here's a replay of the Sunday call, just in case you missed it. And don't forget your target for the week is this. And if you have any like support materials or anything, we'll just put them right in there for you. So it's going to make that a whole heck of a lot easier. So really, there's only going to be 2 places you need to be: in your app and in your Marco Polo group. And that's it. So we're going to simplify. I think that's all the announcements. Signing up for Washington event, which, by the way, if you went to Maryland, we're going to have pictures soon. So I'm excited for those, both your like empowerment pictures and our like group fun pictures. So we'll have those out to you guys soon because I can't wait to see them all. All right. Target for the week. This is a good one. You guys know that every coach in Fitme, by the way, is on their own journey. Each of you are on your journey. We're on our own journeys too. And oftentimes I think of the prompts for the week based off of like what's going on with me or what's going on with other coaches or what's going on with people that I've talked to during the week. Like it's always real deal, realistic stuff. And so this week is just selfish. To be honest, I'll be 100% transparent. I haven't eaten a vegetable in 2 weeks, it feels like. I feel like when I went to Maryland, or at least not fresh ones, I feel like, you know, we were in Maryland, we did eat vegetables, though I can't say that that's not true. We ate Fitme plates and Fitme inspired plates at every meal. But I feel like since I've been home, things have been rushing around. And I realized that we have never inside of Fitme talked about salads. I mean, it is like the original quote diet food. And we've never talked about how cool salads actually can be. And I thought that would be a great target for the week this week is to make a killer salad and enjoy it. So I figured we would just chat a little bit about salads first. And then I would give you some information on how to do it, because I'll be honest, like I really did. It wasn't like intuitive to me how to put together a salad. I remember when I went to the salad bar, every time I would go to quote salad bar at like a restaurant or even my first year at college, I remember putting down like some lettuce. And then I was basically making like a bacon, egg, and cheese situation. Like I was just putting bacon, I will put some eggs on there, I would put lots of cheese, I would cover it in ranch dressing. Like that's what I thought a salad was for a long time. And then for a long time, I also thought that salad was like diet food. It was the thing that you ordered at restaurants if you were on a diet. Ironically enough, salads at restaurants don't tend to be like as balanced or as like low calorie as they seem. You would probably be shocked if you looked at, like, if you were just going to look at like a Fit Me plate inspired meal at a restaurant that has like some salmon and maybe some roasted potatoes and some asparagus, or maybe it's got rice and some whatever. If you looked at like the actual breakdown of what was in that versus a salad at a restaurant, you would be shocked. You would be shocked because they make the salads taste amazing. And so they market them, you know, like sort of like a healthy choice option. And they tend to sometimes be, you might as well just have a chicken wing sometimes because they're really like, just like that. Now, I'm not saying that there's not some nutritional value there that's like, you know, mixed in. I'm just saying that sometimes we think, okay, I'm out at a restaurant, I'm going to default to a salad. And it's really not even that quality of a choice in that setting. But at home, we should be doing salads on the regular because it is a great way to get in your veggies. It's a great way to get in some servings of fruit. It's a great way to like jazz up your protein and to get healthy fats. And I will admit that like I said, over this past couple of weeks, I'm like, I haven't had any salad, but I don't know that I've like prioritized salads in my like choices in a long time. So when you make a salad at home, number one, you're like already you're going to have to work to make it like a restaurant salad, like to make it like not great for you. Making a salad at home is a pretty safe bet as a quality addition to your food choices. And so I wanted to go over, I guess, first the idea behind it, but then also give you some ideas of what to put in it. So first off, when we think about nutrition and we think about making like healthy choices, one of the things that can help us without even realizing it is volume. So for example, like you could eat a protein bar and it's like this big, or you can eat a salad and it's like this big. And volume really does matter, because if you just eat like something small, your stomach still feels hungry. And if you eat something that has a lot of volume, like vegetables in a salad, you tend to feel a lot more full. So then you can have like, if you, especially if you're someone, I remember last week at the event, we were talking about how sometimes just sitting down with your people, you end up overdoing the servings because you just want to sit there and eat with them. So you're like having more servings than you really would want, but you're just enjoying the time with them. And so it seems weird, especially if you're a fast eater, to eat really quick and then just be like sitting there and not having any more. Well, a salad is like another way that you can extend that meal experience, because you can have a salad at the beginning and it'll slow you down because it takes a little bit to chew up those vegetables. So it can extend that meal experience. It's also going to give you more volume, and it is a great way to like mix and match flavors. So for example, most salads have some sort of like green base. I think you guys know that, but they're not all the same. So if you wanted to go with like an iceberg lettuce or a romaine lettuce, those ones sort of have like the more neutral taste. They tend to be like crunchy. And they're very neutral. They are easy to like. So if you are a salad beginner, I would start with like iceberg or romaine as your base. Then to go up from there, you might be looking at something like spinach or like mixed greens. They tend to be a little bit more chewy, less crunchy, but still like not too intense of a flavor. And then all the way up is sort of like those arugula or like a spring mix. Arugula or spring mix in terms of the base are kind of the most that sometimes they refer to as a peppery flavor. But to me, they taste a little bit bitter sometimes. And so if you are just starting out, like starting with like romaine or iceberg, and then like kind of like advanced base is like that arugula spring mix kind of flavors. And sometimes you can just mix them up. Like if you wanted to go with some romaine and then just put a little bit of the spring mix stuff in there, then you get a little bit of both. Then you get to add, I like to think of it as adding 6 to 8 in extra things. You don't need any more than that. 6 to 8 is a good rule of thumb. So say you were going to start with adding some fruits and vegetables. You can pick, maybe you're going to add tomato. That's 1. Maybe you're going to add onion. That's 2. Maybe you want to add some diced apple. That's 3. So you're going to get to around 6 to 8 to like build out your salad. And I like to think about adding those fruits and veggies first. And you can just pick there's no wrong. I think just pick stuff that you like. If you're a salad beginner, if you know you like apples, then put some chopped apples in there. You also can add healthy fats to your salad, and that's going to add like both a different taste in there, but it's also going to be filling because healthy fats are satiating. They make you feel full. They taste good. So like hard-boiled eggs, like the yolk is a healthy fat. Avocado is a healthy fat. Certain nuts, like those are a really good choice to add in there. Even the dressing itself. So the like olive oil vinaigrette, that is a healthy fat. So all of that stuff is going to make it, it feel like you're having something that tastes delicious and that's like satisfying, that healthy fat piece. So that can be a part of your ingredients. You can add your protein to your salad. I mean, I'm sure this is kind of obvious, but if you're sick of the same old thing, then put the protein on your salad and see how that mixes it up for you. So you can put fish on there, shrimp on there, chicken, you name it, you can put that on there. And it's up to you if you want it to be hot or cold. It doesn't have to be one or the other. It's just kind of your own preference. And then you can either make your vinaigrette or you can buy it. Or again, I don't care if you're like, I just get the win because I'm eating these vegetables, put ranch on there. I would just recommend measuring it. Like I would just recommend doing a tablespoon or 2 tops. But otherwise, if you love it and you're like, hey, I'm just happy I'm eating these fresh vegetables, I'm down for it. but your target for the week is to include a salad in your week. And if you're like, I already do it, then I want you to do it more frequently. I want you to add it in more days. But if you haven't made a salad for you and your people in a while, this is your week to do it. And so I know this is a basic one, but I think this is another one that should just go into our like routine of regulars. It's like, have I made a salad recently? And if the answer is no, then you get those ingredients and you build out a salad, and you're going to find one that you like. So if you're like, if you try the first one, you're like, I liked it, but I didn't like that piece of it. Try something different the next time. And then you'll have your go-to. This is the go-to one that I like to make. And you're going to be able to use it over and over again. If you can make the salad, you know, a daily thing, that is only positive. Just go ahead and Google the benefits of including salad in your day, and you're going to see lots of them in terms of just like nutrition absorption, like the things that it does for our overall health. I mean, it's like one of those obvious wins, which is so funny. Again, we've never talked about salads in Fitme, and I feel like it was time. And if you are a salad expert, I want you to share your salad this week. I want you to tell us what you put in it and be specific. Don't just be like, I put in there fruits, vegetables, and dressing. Like, tell us how you built it and what your favorite combos are. So if you're new, then your job is just to eat one. If you're barely getting it in, I want you to eat them more frequently. And if you are an expert, it's always already in your routine, I want you to share it. And that way other people can get inspired by what you're doing. So let's talk salads. Does anybody have questions, comments, suggestions, ideas, best practices?
I can go.
Yeah, go Katie.
So as someone whose belly doesn't tolerate a lot of loose leaf greens, I want to shout out shredded broccoli and shredded Brussels sprouts as a really good salad base. And then I'm skeptical of fruit in my salad, so I like to add quinoa. It's a really solid carb, and it's not weird and sweet. I like fruit in my salad. I'm very, very picky about, but quinoa is like bland and will pick up the flavors of whatever else you put in there. But it's a really solid carb.
Yeah, if you include a carb like quinoa in there, you can basically make your entire Fitme plate in a salad bowl.
That's what I do.
And this may sound dumb or obvious, but I think having a big bowl really matters. Like, you need a big bowl if you're going to make a salad. So get yourself a big bowl. So when you put stuff in there, it's not like overflowing, because if it is too small of a bowl, you can't mix it up very well. And then you're going to end up eating like a chunk of red onion and be like, this doesn't taste very good. But if you mix it all up, then it's much, much better. And with that being said, I also think there is something to those like salad shredders. Like Katie made me think of it, that shredded salad, you can buy those. I don't know. Does anybody have one of those things? They like cross dice your salad. It's a tool. It's a kitchen tool, and it turns it into like shredded salad.
I've got one.
Sarah, you have one? Do you use it?
No, I don't have a salad shredder. I have a salad suggestion though.
Oh, okay.
It's one of my favorite ways to reuse leftovers. So if we have fajitas the night before, is to make then a fajita salad. Or if we do, grilled chicken skewers, then the chicken and bell peppers go into a salad. And so it's just kind of a fun way to always make sure I have lunch the next day. If, I don't want to eat necessarily the same thing.
I like it. That's a smart idea, because then you can take a fresh salad. Like if you haven't made those greens or anything, they're all fresh, but you've got your leftover chicken, and you've got your peppers or whatever, and then you can use them in there. That's a good idea. So Katie just shared. There it is.
Oh,
go ahead, Amy.
So when I was pregnant with Amadeo, and this was a super weird pregnancy craving, I craved salads like for breakfast all the time. And my favorite like breakfast salad is like a fried egg on top with like red onions and bell peppers and mushrooms. And I like just dice it all up and throw it on there on a bed of spinach. And I like Marlena's going to hate this, but the really runny yolks of eggs on the salad and on the spinach is so good in the morning.
That sounds awesome. I feel like I eat that a lot, except I cook the spinach. I never thought about having it be fresh spinach.
Yeah, when I was pregnant, it had to be fresh. And there had to be red and yellow bell peppers. And it hasn't gone away.
I like it. Who else hasn't had a salad in 2 weeks? Anybody else besides me?
I haven't, but I haven't had a salad I had one at Fitme thing, but prior to that, I think I gave up salad when I joined Fitme. Not because of anything Fitme that was said to me. It was the amount of fat in the salad dressing that I was like, it's just not worth the hassle of trying to figure it out. I'm not going to make my own dressing. I'm too lazy for that. So I just let it go altogether because of the type of salad dressings that I like. So now I'm like, oh, we getting salads this week.
What type do you like?
I like creamy salad dressing. Of course, crispy. So, but I like a Vidalia onion salad dressing. I like the apple cider vinaigrette salad dressings, but they all have some kind of creaminess to it or something. So I'm not like a ranch, but I'm definitely not a vinaigrette, like mix it myself type person.
You don't have to be. The ones you mentioned, especially like the apple cider vinaigrette one and the other one, those are good choices. And you should flip the label over. Like if you're just returning back to go and, get dressing and you haven't in a long time, flip the label over and see what's in there and compare to other ones. But usually you can have a couple of tablespoons to be a serving of fat. So I would say like 2 tablespoons. And I know that doesn't sound like a lot, but if you mix your salad well, it'll get on everything. And so sometimes if we just pour straight from the container, it's super easy to like way overdo it. But it's just like anything, like at this point, I would rather you eat the vegetables and get it back in the routine and then kind of step down the dressing, versus have it be something you don't like. So yeah, I think that's funny too, Natika. Like we don't talk about it a lot. And I feel like it's such a really good choice to have in the routine sometimes.
I have a dressing hack.
What's that?
So on the creamy ones, because I like ranch too, and Vidalia onion, I dilute them a little tiny bit with like either milk, buttermilk, or vinegar, depending on what kind of dressing it is, because then it's thinner and it spreads better and you need less. That's my hack.
I like that. That's a good idea to dilute it. And then there's another important thing that you can do, which will level up your salad and you might need less dressing, is to add an acid to it. So for example, taking a lemon and squeezing it all over your salad, or putting some vinegar on your salad and then the dressing, it actually will change the flavor of everything a little bit differently.
Another thing, which I think I've seen other people post, but I use this in Greek yogurt for ranch, like especially for veggie dip and stuff. And flavored vinegars, like Trader Joe's will randomly have a new flavored vinegar, and I just kind of grab that and dash it on my salad with olive oil. Sorry, that's the baby. I'm gonna mute again.
I'm not like a huge salad dressing fan. So instead I usually will just do salt and pepper on mine just to give it like a little bit of flavor. So it's not plain, with like chicken and whatever veggies or sunflower seeds I add to it.
That's true. Seasoning with salt and pepper can also make a big difference on a salad.
And I'm a fan. Oh, sorry. I mean,
go ahead.
Sorry, I was saying I'm also a fan of the Primal Kitchen dressings. They're made from avocado oil, so I obviously still don't want to overdo it, but they're a little bit. I think they're a little bit healthier, a little bit of a healthier fat. So they have ranch and they have a bunch of different salad dressings. So I use theirs as well.
Yeah, Primal Kitchen's great. They have really good choices for dressings. Who else was talking? Was it Julie?
Yeah, I learned this way back in my early 20s and 30s from another weight loss system, but they always taught us to have your salad dressing on the side and dip your fork in it, because that way you're dipping your fork in it. So you get your salad dressing on every bite if you don't like to mix it and you know your salad dressing is a lot. I always ask for my salad dressing on the side, because if I order it from a restaurant or I put it on myself, I always put on too much, and it just makes it really heavy. So I just squirt a little on the side or do the serving size in a little cup and then dip my fork in and then load my salad from there. And then you get your salad dressing with every bite because you're dipping it every single time you take a bite.
Mm-hmm. That's a good idea. Also, if you know that you made a lot of salad and you're going to have leftovers, because then the salad can stay fresh and crunchy and not get mushy. So if you overdress your salad, it's not very good leftovers. So that's another good reason to keep the dressing separate. That's a good tip, Julie.
I was going to say something about that as well. Not the dressing part, but like keeping your like cucumbers and tomatoes in different container than the rest of your salad, because they get so wet and mushy and it makes your salad go bad faster. If you're going to like make a big green salad for the whole week or for like Monday through Wednesday or whatever, just keep your wet vegetables away from your green vegetables so that it stays fresh.
That's a really good point. There's a difference between making a salad for like tonight and one that you want to last all week.
I like hot, sorry, my dog's on the sink. I like hot stuff a lot. And so I like to put things in it that have like a punch of flavor. Like I like those jalapeno kind of sweet heat things. I'll take a few of those and cut those up. And then for my fat, I'll like do like sliced like almonds or something. And so it kind of cuts the vinegar of it and kind of get my flavors that way instead of a bunch of dressing. Cause I like balsamic vinegar. And then I also just put hot sauce on my salad. And if you like hot sauce, like try it. It's like a salad dressing. So that's kind of something that I do is try to put some little things in there that like make a bang flavor.
Mm-hmm. Isn't like Frank's hot sauce just vinegar and cayenne pepper anyway?
Mm-hmm.
Like that's basically what it is.
Salsa is like one of my favorites on salads.
Frank's
too. Salsa, just plain salsa. Like, yeah. But Leah likes hot stuff.
Yes. Salsa is good. So honestly, I take back what I said before. I want to challenge all of you guys to share your salad this week. That sounds like a weird thing to say, but I want you to share your salad. Like if you make one, share it, tell us what you put in it, what you like. If you are like an expert, obviously share tips, or if you just like know that this works for you. But if this is like a stretch, then go ahead and get a bag salad. There is zero judgment here. If you haven't had a salad in a long time and you're like, I don't want to deal with it and I don't even know where to start, I think starting with a bag salad is a great place. And there's no reason why that can't be a part of your routine too. We almost always buy like the kale shredded bag salads just as a routine. And sometimes I just use the mixed stuff. I don't even use the toppings, but it's just done for me. It's a time saver. So there is no wrong this week. There's never a wrong any week, but specifically this one, I would love to see everybody like up their game with some salad or start to put that in your weekly routine. And if you have questions or like need help, just reach out to your coach or ask the group, because there's some great hacks and ideas and flavor combinations.
Something else that I really like a lot is like this everything bagel spice. It's kind of like what Brooke said with the salt and pepper, because it's got like little bites of flavor throughout the like in each bite. So that's kind of a good flavor topping too.
Mm-hmm. Seeds are good. Seeds are really yummy in salad. There's a lot of nutrition in seeds and there's healthy fats in there. Sweet, guys. Any questions or anything we need before we wrap up? Okay, we haven't done a group pick in a while, so we're going to do it. Put your faces on real Quick. All righty, guys. 1, 2, 3. All right. Have an awesome night. I will see you guys later and enjoy your salads. Bye.
Bye. Have a great day.
Happy birthday, Christy.
Happy
Bye.
birthday.
Happy birthday.